Welcome to Community Spotlight with Q. I'm here with a very special guest today. You tell my viewers who you are and a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the business.
My name is Peter Lambrinatos. I own On Airr Productions, and I grew up in a TV family.
What are some of the places that that you've worked in? You know, some of the places that gave you the broadcasting skills needed.
That's a funny question because myself, I came up probably the same way Spiros came up, the same way my photographer Sebastian came up. We got our first shot in Chicago. Chicago's the #3 market, so you can't work here. So we had to work for free for a long time, without thanks. But what we got in return was much better than thanks. It was experience. So we worked for Dr. Ernie Panos. And from there I got my first job, which was a freelancing gig at WGN. From WGN I went to Univision. From Univision I ended up at CBS News. And from CBS I left and I opened up On Airr.
Okay, definitely. That's a pretty big step from going from CBS and to actually opening up your own production company. What were some of the problems that faced bringing up On Airr? What were some of the problems that you had first starting out?
Well, obviously the first problem is that when you work for CBS and you have that badge on you, you're recognized. You're working for CBS. So you can be the best or you can be decent, you're still represented by a name. So even though I think, as part of the younger crowd, we were more creative and we did a lot more things, we came over to open a company, but nobody really knew who we were. Now, we had been nominated for some Emmys at CBS and stuff, which helped, but we still needed to gain the trust of the public. So the biggest problem was gaining large clientele and keeping them. So there's a lot of PR involved in that. So we took care of that, and once we could take care of that after 3 or 5 years of suffering, it's okay.
Definitely. Okay, so what are some of the services that On Airr Productions actually offers the public?
On Airr Productions is an A to Z shop. So anything in multimedia that you'd want to do, we offer it. So that would be if you want a short commercial, 30-second, for cable, for national TV, if you want to shoot a feature film, or if you need us to produce a reality show, we can do whatever you'd like.
Definitely. What are some of the clients that you've worked with over your years here at On Airr?
We did, for a European client, we did a feature film. We've done Cold Case Files for Bill Curtis, Giordano's Enterprises, Paul Vallis, who was the running for governor at the time. So we have a wide range of people we worked with. Right now we're producing independently financed reality shows.
Okay, definitely. Tell me a little bit more about the reality show with Chaotic Customs and how you got involved with them.
We created a title and a brand back in the day called Scandalous Racing. Scandalous Racing has a very good reputation in the racing community, and we've left it dormant, and we were going to relaunch it sometime in 2011. We had a casting call, which was interesting because a lot of the people that came remembered me, and some of them didn't want to wait for us to relaunch Scandalous, so we had Mr. Brian Hughes and Chaotic Customs who wanted to relaunch a reality show right now. So that's how that happened. So it was through a casting call, then they returned 2 weeks later and says, hey, we have an idea and we want to do this.
Definitely. Okay, so now, on the lighter side of things, just what are some of the advantages of using On Airr Productions services versus another broadcasting company? What would be the advantages to that?
Well, we're not the cheapest, but we are the best. So I have a young staff of very creative individuals. One of the things that's important to me is, when I'm interviewing people or getting to know people, is how creative are they? I let them be as creative as possible. I don't try to hold them back or tell them what to do or what to think or stay between a guideline. We need to come up with a great product. I think what you get out of here, if you come to us with a request to come up with an idea, is you're not going to get 1 or 2 ideas, you're going to get 15. They're all going to be sharp. They're all going to be witty and funny. I think that's one of the advantages you have. Also, we go the extra mile. So rather than just cut and put a dissolve in there for you, we'll make sure that it looks perfect.
Definitely. Okay, last question about On Airr. For any potential clients out here actually, that will see this, what can you tell them, about, possibly in the future, what you could offer them, any potential clients out there that's watching?
We can offer them excellence. Nothing leaves these doors unless it's perfect. And that is a guarantee. That's my personal guarantee on that. And I don't think it can get any better than that.
Thank you for your time today, Peter.
Thank you.